Good morning, how's everybody doing? This is Ramses, and this is a new episode of talking about the issue of Muhammad, marrying a girl that is 6 years old, and there's different historical records that, actually say that she was different ages. Some people say she was 6, some people say she was 15 at the time, but I mean, most, Islamic historical um, reports actually indicate that she was 6 at the time she got married to Muhammad, and that he did not actually have sexual intercourse with her until she was 15. Some people say that, some people say that he did not have sexual intercourse with her until she was 9. So these are basically all the historic or all the reports in history that can be found within the Muslim historic records. Now, I mean, even at this point, and even when you get in the conversation and when you get in the debate of how acceptable this was at that age, because you can't say you can't treat that age's actions with today's moral compass. You know what I'm saying? You cannot do that. So what you can do is you can go back to that age, and so you can have an understanding of what was the moral compass at that time, and so you basically can judge somebody's action by the moral compass of that time and that age. So what I was going to say, that even at that age, where you're talking, I mean, you're talking more than 1200 years ago, at that particular age in the desert of Arabia, even at that age, it was not normal, and it was not completely acceptable for someone to actually have sexual intercourse with somebody that is 9 years old. And I'm going to include many different sources about that, and I'm going to include some links in the description for for anybody that's interested on the history of social relationships at that particular time, and the social relationships at that particular culture, and in this particular society. So the issue of did he marry someone that was 6 years old, and when exactly did he have sexual intercourse? Was it when the girl was 6 or 9? Is not really of major importance, because at the end of the day, we're gonna compare those actions to what was normal at that particular time, and what was normal at that particular culture. And even for that time, it was not normal for someone to be associated in a real relationship with somebody that is 6 years old, or have sexual intercourse with somebody that is 9 years old. Even for that culture and even for that time, it was not acceptable, it was not normal for someone to be in a real relationship with somebody that young of an age. So a lot of the Muslims, when you have debates with them about the actions of Muhammad and how they get defensive and the ways that they try to defend those actions that are they were unacceptable. Those actions were unacceptable, even, like I said, with the norms of that culture and the norms of that time. So with that being said, moving on to these actions and how how can the actions of a so-called prophet be so just so out of it, compared to that time and the society that he existed in. Normally you won't see prophets doing things socially, out of the ordinary with regards to the society or the culture that they existed in. The ideology itself might be new and it might be shocking, to many people. Like, when Jesus came and he preached, and and a lot of people refused his message. That's a different issue. But to have somebody that is so indulged, in these sexual desires beyond the point of acceptability, even in comparison with the norms and with the what is considered ordinary in this society and in this culture, is just completely unacceptable from an average person, let alone a prophet or a somebody that claims that he has a divine message. So in this episode, we're just going over, some main outlines about this issue that we're gonna get into in later episodes, and the issue of the social actions of Muhammad, and how did it compare to his society and his culture at that time. So we're gonna just compare his actions to the society and the culture at that time, and we're gonna see if those actions were compatible with that culture and that society at that time, which we're gonna prove that it was not. It was completely out of it compared to this culture and that time. And we're gonna start in the next episode with this example of his marriage to this 6-year-old girl, Aisha. This is that was her name in this particular incident, and we're gonna delve into that into coming episodes. With that being said, if you guys have any comments, or if you have any suggestions for upcoming episodes, please leave them in the comment section, or leave them on my Facebook page, Ramses Necho at it's a Facebook group as well. There's a Facebook group as well as my email. Thank you so much, and like I said, if you have anything you want to say, leave them in the comment section, and have a good day.